on the line we should have Oriana Curls. Good morning.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, and you, Andy, how are you?
Yes, not too bad at all. So are you in London at the moment?
Yes, exactly.
Were you gigging last night?
Last night, I'm singing tonight for a very special occasion. Yes, it is the celebration of Amy Winehouse's 30th birthday, what would have been her 30th birthday. So it's a very big event tonight, I would say.
And where are you going to be doing it?
So it's called Jazz After Dark. It was her favorite jazz club in London, in Soho. So it's going to be 4 hours of jazz, of tribute singing her songs with a jazz band, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I bet it is. And are you playing there with is it your band with Simon? Was it the guy who was playing on guitar?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Simon, and we're going to have double bass and drums tonight. So it's going to be like a proper full jazz band.
Oh, full piece. That's fantastic, isn't it? So how did you sort of come into this jazz lark? What made you do it?
I think I'm working on my project because I'm a singer-songwriter, and I would say what I do is kind of pop, but it's very influenced by jazz and by other types of music. And because it was taking some time finding the right producer and everything, I thought, I'm going to do a bit of jazz and just sing. And so I met a few musicians, and bit by bit we're starting to have a repertoire and going to play in jazz clubs and different events. And so bit by bit we just ended up there, and I thought that was just a great opportunity.
Yeah,
so I'm very happy.
Absolutely, and it's a great place, isn't it? Because we first I was on a work evening, and you came out, actually, didn't you? We were in the pub next door, and you came out and you said, do you want to come around and see, listen to some jazz? And we didn't realise it was actually you playing, so we said, yeah, okay, we'll come and have a drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we didn't know it was you, and it was just a really good evening. And it's a fantastic set, isn't it? Because you've got Sam, who's the owner of the bar. He's got all of these paintings that he's done of Amy around there as well, and it was just a really good environment.
Yeah, well, they really knew her very well, and apparently she really spent lots of time there. And there's still, her family or close relatives who are visiting them very often. So it's really like the place to go, I would say, if you want to know more about Amy and what she was doing in London, because people talk a lot about Camden, because that's where she used to live. Yeah. But this is one of the strategic places where she used to live, I would say, and spend a lot of time. So,
indeed. So I'm in the studio with two other chaps as well. So I've got Barry.
Hello.
Hello, Barry.
And we've got Paul as well.
Hi.
Now, Paul is...
Hi, Paul.
Paul is a musician.
Nice to speak to you.
Like that. I was more of a hi. He was a hi.
Hi.
I tried to do it in a sort of rock star styley there for you.
Thanks.
Especially.
That was a rock star.
Well, okay, maybe not. Okay, we'll give up on the rock star.
No, you sound like a rock star.
Thank you. That was exactly the right answer.
He doesn't look like one.
That's exactly the right answer. So,
I don't know how you look, but you sound like one.
Thank you.
That's enough.
I like her already. Where can I buy your records?
We'll play it in a minute.
No, we're going to play some. It's great. So, no, it's great to have a fellow musician. I'm surrounded by these two idiots who don't know anything about music. No, actually, Andy's a good keyboard. So, Andy's a good jazz keyboardist, aren't you? Andy plays some keyboard. Sorry, okay.
You let him off being an idiot. I'm not an idiot.
So Andy only sort of introduced me to you on Facebook last night, so I've had a quick click and a look. So jazz obviously has got a number of different styles in it. So where does your style fit? It's pretty mainstream, or what would people hear if they came along to listen?
You mean about my originals, or when I do covers and things like that? But my originals,
both really.
Both. I would say my originals are still kind of pop in a way. I mean, it's still influenced by world music and folk and jazz, and I would say it's quite contemporary. I'm not like, and when I cover songs, I really love like the old 20s, 30s, 40s. Like really American jazz. From artists like Frank Sinatra or Ella Fitzgerald, and really we cover Charlie Chaplin and Django Reinhardt, because I play the violins. So there's all these influences, and I think it's having something, creating something a bit timeless, I would say, you know.
So quite a wide range of stars there then, which is great. So and that's all come together to make your own unique sound then, by the sound of it.
Exactly, because I think at the same time my originals are still sound quite contemporary. I don't think it sounds completely from the past. So,
and are you the main? Do you do your own songwriting? You obviously do. Do you get some help from your musicians or?
I do my own songwriting, and I've had other collaborators, and it kind of comes and goes during my journey, because it's being a musician and an artist is quite a journey. So I've collaborated with different people, which I really enjoy, because I think that's what makes your life interesting and rich. So,
and I guess when you work, and I guess when you're working with other people as well, you're getting the influence from them, their influence on your style, which gives you new ideas and maybe take it forward.
Absolutely.
So tell me, as a fellow musician, he said with a smile on his face, so what's your songwriting style? How do you go about writing a song? Because I always find this extremely difficult. Sometimes they just kind of flood out and it's there within a few minutes, and other times you can rack your brain for weeks and still not come up with what you want.
Yes. I mean, I prefer when it just happens. That's just my personal, when you sit on the piano and it just happens. Sometimes I'm just going to have a basic idea, like a verse, a chorus. Then I'm going to work a bit more with someone else on the song, and maybe we'll add some extra lyrics and develop what I want to talk about, find better words, or add, a section there or there. So it's a bit, but I try not to get to a point where it's too overthought. I mean, I've tried to go there, but it might be sometimes. It depends what you want to do, I suppose. And I still want to be quite a natural artist.
Yeah, I would agree. I think
to myself, yeah.
And again, the other thing for me, I think playing live in front of people, whether it's a small crowd, a big crowd, or whatever, is that's the best bit for me. And I'm guessing you like the interaction with the audience, and the feedback you get is immediate, isn't it?
Yeah, I really like to be close to the audience and really interact. I think the best performance is when you interact at the same time with your musicians and the audience, so that everybody feels part of it together, and that's where you can really create some kind of magic, I would say.
I absolutely agree. So that's great. It's great. Well, I'm going to stop asking the musician questions.
That's really good. I mean, and I was just going to say, so Paul is in a band called Monkey Face, so maybe when you get 2 minutes and have a look at that, maybe you could do some collaboration.
Oh, now you're talking.
Why not?
We might be a slightly different style, but hey, there's no rules, are there? There's no rules about what should mix.
No, parallel fifths.
Maybe you would have like a bit of French in one of your songs or something.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. French, my French is not very good, but I'm happy.
Ce n'est pas bon.
I can assure you, your English is much better than my French. I can assure you.
Excellent. Well, I tell you what, it's been absolutely fantastic talking to you this morning, Oriana. So just tell us again where you are tonight, what time people are going to be there.
Okay, so Jazz After Dark in Greek Street in Soho, and we're going to play from 10:30 p.m., but you can arrive, of course, just before, and we'll be there to entertain you.
Absolutely. Well, it's been absolutely fantastic talking to you. What we're going to do now is we're going to play your song. I'm sure you're going to recognise this song in the background. What a fantastic lady.
That was good. Isn't she nice?
She's lovely. Yeah, and, really nice.
So that's the first song I'd heard.
Yep. Were you not here when we played it a few weeks ago then?
He was on holiday, wasn't he?
Oh, you were away.
Again.
Beto.
Yeah, you were. We played it. We played it. We gave the Severn FM preview there, and we played the whole song, yeah.
So, and I hope she takes it in the right way. So there's definitely the touch of the Lily Allen about her voice.
I said that to her. And the style of that song was... I mean, it was just, and it's catchy.
Catchy is the word. Yeah. It's a foot tapping. Yeah. Great, easy listening, good stuff.
Yeah,
loved it. Fantastic.
And it is easy to listen to. And the sign I think of if it's catchy is if you're singing it in an hour's time while you're making something or making a cake.
She just tweeted us.
Yeah.
Saying, thanks guys, was lovely talking to you. You're all rock stars.
Oh, really?
Especially that Paul bloke.